Hey guys, Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washing and Painting, Hammond, Louisiana. Hope the audio is okay in here. It's got a little echo. I'm in my garage. I'm gonna tell you why. That's a little bit unusual story. Something that happened to us last night, so hang tight for that. Also, I want to talk about pressure washing prices in this video. This is something that just happened to me about 5 minutes ago. So I want to touch on that. I think it's a really good idea for a lot of guys. Even if you've been in the industry a long time like myself, you're still going to run across this. And so I think it's real important. I think it's going to be wide spectrum, broad reaching, some of this information I'm about to give you. Also, I want to make a quick mention about our parking lot striping training videos, or our training videos in general. Everybody keeps texting me, asking me for it. I know we had that change. I was running it through myself personally. Now it's all automated, so I'll put the link in the description. Also, I'll pin a comment too, that way of being there. But the real important about our training videos, we're adding to these training videos. We're adding to the parking lot striping video. We're adding to how to build your dumpster route video. Adding to all that. So what happens from what I understand about the web hosting and stuff, as I add to it, I have to increase the price a little bit for the data and all of that, other taxes and all that stuff. But if you get in now, like I'm gonna add to that parking lot striping video in about 5 days. I got the video shot, we're doing the editing, we're running through it, making sure it's all legal. So I gotta go to an attorney, that sort of kind of thing, just to make sure we're telling everything perfectly. It's gonna be added to our parking lot striping video, a really, really nice upgrade. But if you get in now, you stay at that same price and you get to access that new information for free. And it goes with all the training videos. So across the board, as I add to them, if you got in at that lower price, you there. So I made sure of that. I told the guys that were in control of the pricing, I said, if we can't do this, I got an issue. So I wanted to look out for my guys out there, the guys that really are using this information to change their lives. So again, a quick story about what happened to us last night. Like I said, I'm in my garage right here. You see my rig behind me. It's usually not in here. This is usually my spot to chill. And I'm not quite finished with it yet because of all the shutdown stuff. I haven't been able to get supplies. But I kind of give you a quick tour of it, what I'm doing. I got the floor done. That was raw concrete, so we got a coating on that. That's a little extra sofa that we bought. Got a little rug there. And what I plan on doing, I plan on putting some of our stuff on the wall. This is going to be like a little place that we're going to have our little get-togethers with our crew, whether we barbecue and crawfish bowling, just having some darts, pool table, that sort of thing. So this is what this is going to be. But this bad boy had to go in here last night. I'm going to tell you why in a second. It's kind of my fault. So this is what I don't even know. If y'all got some ideas what I could do with this space, feel free to hop in and tell me in the comments below or text me. I'd love to hear. This is kind of like my little storage place. I always got my handy generator around because you never know here in Louisiana, you're always losing electricity and just some other stuff, work shoes and fans and stuff. But yeah, I want to do something with this that's going to be special. This garage is actually insulated. The doors are insulated, the walls are insulated, the ceiling. So this can handle an AC unit. Currently it doesn't have one. I don't know if I'm gonna have a drop put in from the attic, because this is a 2-story house and I think the AC system's a little oversized, so maybe it could handle another register. I don't know about none of that stuff. That's not my cup of tea. I handle the power washing, the parking lot striping. So I'm gonna call somebody about that. Oh, that reminds me of something else I'm gonna mention. I tell you what, I'm gonna make a whole nother video on that in here in a second. So you're gonna get 2 videos in this garage. So I may put one of these little stand-up AC units in it and just vent it, because it's not hot in here, but it's not, comfortable cold. So anyway, the reason why this bad boy is in here, we got off at 5 a.m. in the morning. My house was in between that job and our shop. And man, we were burnt, we were tired. We'd actually worked 2 shifts yesterday, power washing. We power washed all during the day yesterday, doing some shingle roof cleanings, driveway, house, and then we had to go work at night. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. We knew we had the job tied up, sewed up, but they needed us that night instead of Saturday night. So we pushed it back a couple of days. So my guys stood strong. They're actually working right now. I'm at home taking care of business, talking to you guys. So on the way back, it would have been another 30 to 45 minutes to go drop this dude off at the shop. So I told my guy, I said, let's just put it in the garage. So we moved some stuff around and got it in here. So I don't know if y'all have ever done that, but I couldn't stand, another 30 minutes, I'd have been passed out on a floorboard. So that's why that's in here. So now I want to talk about parking lot striping and pressure washing prices. This happened to me a little while ago, and I really feel that this is very beneficial to the guys out there that's struggling with your prices. So I had a customer contact me about 3 days ago. I think it's about 4 days ago now. So she wanted a price on her shingles to be cleaned. She wanted a price on her house to be cleaned. Of course, the exterior windows, that sort of thing. And we don't do the water-fed windows, but we get them nice and, decent clean. We do the driveway. She wants the driveway done. And, all some little patios and stuff like that. So I tell her a price. It was kind of expensive. You get a nice size house. So it was like around $1,650. So didn't hear nothing back from about 2 or 3 days. And then I really don't follow up with my customers as much as I should because we stay so busy. But I did plan on getting back in touch with her. So, but I kind of got busy, working these double shifts and stuff. So she calls me a little while ago and I recognized the number. I was like, it's so-and-so from over there. So I answered the phone. And she said, hey, Mr. Davidson, I'd like to talk to you about the price because I had texted it to her. And I was like, oh, yes, ma'am. So I was kind of trying to remember everything. I didn't have no notes in front of me. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. I said, yeah, you're the one that want the shingles cleaned. And so I kind of got her where I needed to be. I recognized her, identified what customer it was. I don't know if y'all have ever done that where you get 2 or 3 of them mixed up. So she's like, yeah, I want to talk about the price. And I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. So she was like, yeah, she's like, the price is a bit high. And then, of course, that's where I want it to be. Let me sit down right here. I want to be a bit high. We do excellent service and we expect excellent pay out of it. And that's basically what I told her. I said, our service is second to none. And I said, we charge accordingly. And she respected that. She said, well, look, it's a little out of budget. She said she had got a lower price. And I straight up asked her, I was like, well, how much lower are we talking about? Is it a big deal? And she said, yeah, actually it was. She said we was like around $1,650. She got another price around $700. Excuse me for a second, I got something, a little piece of hair coming. So she got a price around $700. I said, ma'am, I don't know who you called and I don't want to know who gave you that price. I said, it's none of my business. But I told her, there is just no way any company can legit come out there and do that, all of that for $700. It's gonna take us a majority of the day with 2 8-gallon per minute machines, 2 soft wash pumps. One's a 5.5 and one's a 7, both blowing and going. Me and another guy doing the shingles, 2 more guys doing the house and the carport, the patio, and all this stuff. And I said, I just don't know how that could even be possible. And she pretty much was an open ear to me when I was talking to her. I was straight up with her. Now, if it would have been a couple $100 cheaper, well, of course, yeah, my profit margin, my overhead might be more expensive. We carry millions of dollars worth of insurance. And I told her that. I said, if it's just a couple $100, well, perhaps go with the other company. At least they in the same universe. But $700, I mean, you're talking, $900 cheaper. I mean, where's the discrepancy? So, I was straight up with her. I told her, look, I said, if it was me, I said, maybe get a third price. I didn't suggest another company. And she said, well, how about this? She said, look, I understand the $700 is just repulsively inexpensive. And that was her exact words. And it hit me. I was like, this is something I've been talking about for years, but hearing a customer say it, it really hit home. That was repulsive to her. And guys, it's like this. If you went to a fast food restaurant, and I was telling one of my friends this the other day, if you went to a fast food restaurant and let's say you look for a cheeseburger, okay? And not all cheeseburgers are made the same. Not all pressure washing companies are made the same. So we look at a cheeseburger menu and we see a cheeseburger on there for, let's say, $5, whatever. Let's say $6, $7, whatever it is. But then you see another cheeseburger on there for 59 cents or 69 cents. That cheap cheeseburger is going to be repulsive to you standing up beside the expensive burger, even if there's no pictures. You see one for $5 and one for 59 cents, and you might ask the guy, what's the difference? And they don't know. Well, we don't know. We don't know what's up in that 59-cent hamburger. We don't know what's in it. We don't know where it came from. We don't know who made it, if it's even quality. So you'll probably be repulsive with it. I wouldn't eat it and be sick as a dog for a week. Well, just imagine with a customer, they choose this 59-cent hamburger to chew on, or this customer that's a fraction of my cost. Are they gonna be sick as a dog for a week because of the screw ups they done? Are they gonna be in debt because the guy gets up there and blows shingles off the roof, or melts the vinyl siding off the wall with using heat on vinyl siding? And I've seen it. This is no joke. I've seen a guy using high pressure, for one, big no-no. Secondly, he was using extremely hot water on vinyl siding. And I seriously wondered, was he even aware of what day it was? And he just went at it. And, I'm usually not the kind of guy that gets involved with something that's none of my business. But I walked up to him and pretty much told him in no uncertain terms that he was effing the place up. I mean, it was very visual. And I got bad vision, but the vinyl siding, as you see these long pieces, were starting to droop from the heat. And so I don't know, I just told him, he just nodded at me. Like, it was really weird. So he was that 59-cent hamburger. And that customer was the person that got the food poisoning, if you follow the analogy. You know what I'm saying? So think about that, guys. When you're trying to lower that price, getting it so low just so you can land a job, a lot of times these customers are turned off by it, especially ones I deal with. And look, we don't live in the richest part of the world right here. We live in Southeast Louisiana. It's not bad, but it's not Beverly Hills. Sorry about that. I got a call that came in right in the middle. So like I was saying, we're not Beverly Hills. And so we're not the richest, we're not the poorest. So, our prices could stand strong just about anywhere in the country, and yours can too. And the moral behind this story, which I have found over and over and over again, the years and years and years that passed by that I've been in this business since the very early 90s, for one thing, just stand firm on your price. You don't have to be in extraordinarily extreme high prices where you're gouging the customers. But again, don't be so low you're repulsive to them. And you will find that a lot. You will find that a lot with these customers that have a very large disposable income. And what we mean by disposable income, if you're not familiar with all of this terminology, maybe you're new, maybe you're coming out of another career, and you looking at this and, what does all of this mean? Well, just break it down in terms. Let's say you making $50, $60, or $70,000 more a year than what all your expenses come to. And let's say you stashing back $30,000 or $40,000 a year in a savings, and then you're taking a $20,000 or $30,000 a year on vacations and weddings and birthdays, and you just got money to burn. And there's a lot of people out there like this. Not everybody's struggling. And so, you got these people that have, extra money to burn. And those are the people that you're going to be working for usually. Those are the people that's going to be calling. Those are the people with the 6, 7, 8,000 square foot homes that's got the 2 cars in the driveway that total up to a couple $100,000. Those are the guys that are going to be turned off by your 59-cent hamburger. And you just got to learn when and where to apply your prices. And obviously we want to say, okay, we want to be across the board, so many cents per square foot on flat work, so many square foot on shingles and then vinyl siding. Yeah, in a perfect world, sure. But we all know if we go to one section of the neighborhood where there's a bunch of elderly people on fixed income and they got 1.5 inch thick mildew on their sidewalks, we're going to lower their price. We always do. And if we go to a high-end, big subdivision where the guys got, beautiful $150,000 cars in their driveway, we're going to charge what we think we were worth. So I do it all the time. I go to an elderly community. I'm not in there trying to make $1 million, but I need to make something. You know how that is. So it's a give and take situation. So applying those prices when you know you can get them, when you deserve it as a professional, as an expert, and all that, it really takes a lot of trial and error. But guys, don't be shy to charge. And look, this customer for $16.50, she didn't get a penny off. So she's booked up, she's ready to go. She even denied the third quote. When I said, hey, look, go get that third quote, when I started to suggest that let her know that I was secure and comfortable in my abilities and my company's abilities, my workers. And so she's booked up. Next Thursday, I'll be doing some video on it. So if you like this content, if you want to see her house, like, subscribe, comment below. Hey, and comment what I might could do with this garage. Man, I wish some of y'all guys were closer. Y'all can come give me a hand with it. I'd get a little work day over here. So, yep. Man, look, y'all need those training videos. Like I was saying before, go ahead and check out the description. They'll be in there, get locked in at that lower price, and we'll be good to go. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be putting out some new stuff this weekend that's probably hardly never seen before. Hopefully I can shoot some video on it. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm Billy Davidson, Davidson Pressure Washer Painting. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk soon.